Have you gotten a lot of emails or letters or whatever from people who read Selfish Reasons to Have More Kids and actually decided to have more kids? Has that been a rewarding
Yeah.
experience?
So, yes, I have actually, and again, probably out of all the stuff that I've actually accomplished in the real world, it's the most gratifying. It's the biggest deal. So,
Yeah.
I've I actually have this idea of the poll where the audience is highly self-selected and yet still the answer is informative. And there is such a poll. So if you do a poll saying, "Did Bryan convince you to have another child?" All right. Now, on the one hand, it's going to be a very self-selected number of people will respond to that. But if
Yeah.
the total number of people say yes is 100 people, it's like, well, so that probably
Yeah, he's got a lot.
is a bare minimum of the actual number that I changed the minds of.
Yeah.
So basically, like self-selected polls where the goal is just to count the minimum of something in the world. That's I think that's pretty useful. So there's actually a YouTube video of a guy and his daughter, and he's having her thank me for convincing him to have her.
Yeah.
So,
That's
and I
beautiful.
subsequently, actually met the guy, but so anyway, it's like a message from beyond the grave, or it's a message from oblivion, from never would have been. So yeah, it's like in terms of getting a swelled ego, it's like my words create life.
Right.
So yeah, I think that total number of people that have at least said so on the internet. I think it's over 100 people have said they've been convinced by me to have at least one additional kid. So if you just put in like a standard value of life calculation, that's like over
Yeah.
$1 billion worth of value that I've created.
Yeah, you're a great
So I
humanitarian.
don't capture it, but
Sacrifice.
still, it's my gift to the world.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was, yeah, the behavioral genetics literature, I mean, did have that effect on me. I mean, were you originally influenced in that way to make family a priority?
So there was basically a double whammy for me. So I read the nurture assumption before I was a parent, but then my first two kids were identical twins, and having them was a daily reminder. Like, you are the kinds of people study to find out how people turn out, or why people turn out the way that people do. Right. So like having them around, it really just put it on my mind a lot more than it otherwise would have been.